Welcome back to One on One. We've been chatting up with Bimbo Akintola, and let me say the least, I'm impressed by all I've heard her say today. Welcome back, ma'am.
Thank you.
It's been wonderful having you and chatting up with you and getting to know you a bit more, and I'm enjoying it, basically.
Thank you.
All right, ma'am, let's talk about, there's some time in the industry where you took a break. I think you left the country, or I don't know what happened, but you just disappeared for a while. Tell us about that phase in your life.
I didn't really disappear. What happened was I was doing not as much as I used to. In the sense that, look, when you start in the industry, you want to make your mark. Yeah. You want people to know who you are, because you have to have a fan base for you to go from stage A to stage B. So I did all of that. I did as many movies as I could to make sure people knew who I was, knew that I, knew my talent. Okay. And once I'd established that, it was time for me to do things that were important to me. So if I were to receive what, 2 scripts, 3 scripts, 10 scripts, 20 scripts, if I didn't believe in any of the stories, I wouldn't do it. Because as far as I was concerned, I paid my dues. It's time to relax and do the things that mattered to me. And that's what I do till now. People say, oh, your films are always about women and children and this, because I'm sorry, women in Nigeria. I am passionate about women in Nigeria. I'm passionate about the girl child. Because, there's still so much that we're not getting as women. You can say, oh no, we are in Lagos, but Lagos does not Nigeria make. There are other parts of Nigeria. There's certain areas of Nigeria where the female child is not educated, because people believe, oh, she's gonna get married and move out, so why waste my money? So those things are so important to me, because women have so much to give. Yeah. And we just need the right platform so we can flourish. So I do films that have a lot to do with women and children, girl child. Not because I don't like, human beings, but I'm just passionate. That's what I'm passionate about.
Okay. With that being said, let's talk about your latest project, 93 Days.
Yes.
I saw that movie. I saw you at the premiere looking gorgeous.
Thank you.
And I told you how amazed I was seeing you play such a strong role and how well you played that role.
What's the problem?
We have a patient here, a diplomat brought in by ECOWAS. His temperature is very high.
This is a viral infection, a serious infection. There aren't many things more in the public good than preventing a possible Ebola outbreak.
I want to know exactly why you are holding one of my nationals in your hospital.
I think I'm right. I know I am.
Everything in Nigeria is politics, you know that.
Stop! Stop! Don't tell me to come down.
Tell us about 93 Days and your character.
I played Dr. Adadevo, Ameyo Adadevo. Unfortunately, I didn't get to meet her. Unfortunately, she lost her life to the struggle. Ebola was in Nigeria for 93 days, and she fought. Yeah. With a group of others, they fought to make sure that, that it didn't spread. They fought to make sure that we're here today to talk about this. When I went for the reading, I didn't understand the importance. Like most Nigerians, you know how we are. We're able to laugh through all sorts of situations, no matter how difficult it is, because we sort of, sweep everything to one corner. And during the Ebola period, I've been, like every other person, able to sort of say, it's not my portion. We do that. Yeah, and you go on with your regular life. And I didn't realize how lucky, and I say it, lucky, that it was handled the way it was. If it hadn't been handled the way it was, it would have been a different story. Yeah. We saw what happened in Liberia and other places. That could have been us. I read the script and I couldn't lie to myself anymore. I couldn't hide the fact that we were saved by God and by the people who had first contact with Mr. Sawyer. If Dr. Adadevo had not said, I believe this is Ebola, if she had not insisted, if Dr. Uheri had not backed her up, if it was a different kind of hospital and they had bowed to all the, influencers that were trying to release the man, we'll be talking a different story here together. She realized that, this can't be malaria. This one is coming from Liberia. This one says he wasn't in contact with anybody that had Ebola. But what he has it's a viral infection. We must look at it. And she went to Dr. O'Hare and said, this is what I think this is. We must do something. So they refused to release it. And that's not done, especially with a diplomat. But they stood their grounds and they said no. They called Lagos State government. They called, they called anybody and everybody that they could. They did the tests and they contained this disease. They contained it at first consultants. They left their homes and they walked to death. Dr. Adadevo lost her life. This is someone's mom, someone's wife, someone's daughter, someone's sister. This is someone that had a full life. And she gave that all up, just like that, just for us. For people she didn't know, people she hadn't met, and people that she did know. Would you do that? It's she and every other person that was in that hospital, they are such heroes. Yeah. They are my heroes. What they did was save us. Lives were lost. We can't give back to her son, his mom. We can't give back to her mom, her daughter. What we can do is say thank you every day. Every day, honestly. What they did was amazing. Yeah. My mom, I saw my mom over the weekend and I was thinking, goodness gracious, would I give you up for Nigeria? I'm selfish, no. I want to see my mom every day. Yeah. I want my mom to be there. Bankole can't say that because she gave her life so that we could have a life. And we must understand and recognize what they did for what it is, a selfless act. And that's what, being part of this film has shown me, has taught me. It has made a better person of me in so many ways. Because if you realize that if we have people out there who are willing to give their lives for Nigeria, for the rest of us, we better, shape up.
I can see you're getting a bit emotional talking about it. Tell us a bit about the friendships, if you made any friendships on set of that movie.
Every set is like a small family unit because you're together day in, day out for a period. And what happens is that you form a bond, all of you. And for the time that you're together, you become a family. So yeah, I do. I have families. I have many families. And I have the 93 Days family. Charles is still my son. I love Zara. Zara Udofia Ejo, she's an amazing actor. We had an emotional roller coaster, but it brought us all closer together for that period. It cemented relationships. And I think, honestly, those relationships will last a lifetime.
But for you, I loved your performance. It was outstanding.
Thank you.
Tell us a challenge, if there was any challenge.
My greatest fear was that people would see the movie and say, nice story, but that's not her. I was so worried about it. So very worried because I didn't get to see any videos. I didn't know her before. Then I got really lucky. I met her friends. Everybody had a story to tell me. And this story is all painted this amazing woman. This particular day, I had gone into makeup and everything and I went to use the bathroom downstairs. And I came out of the bathroom to the foyer and there were two nurses walking down and they saw me and they burst into tears. They say, you remind us so much of her. Now, that only happens when you've impacted on lives. And for everyone I spoke with, even if they'd met her for 10, 20, 30 minutes, there was an impact. So they painted me an amazing picture.
Fantastic, guys. You need to see the movie. So what's next for Bimbo Akintola?
But I have another movie coming out towards the end of the year. It's called Comatose.
Okay.
Produced by Fabian Olojede. We shot in South Africa.
Okay.
And I worked with some amazing South African actors. I am really looking forward to that.
The next 5 years, where do you see yourself?
Next 5 years. Yeah, goodness gracious. Let's see. Where do I see myself? First of all, what do I see? I see a better Nigeria. I see in terms of Nollywood, I see greater things coming our way.
Yeah. And lastly, I'd like you to look into the camera, say something to all your fans that are happy to see you and hear you speak about all that's happening in your life right now.
Thank you so much for being there throughout the years. You guys have been amazing. I always say to people that you can't be anything if you don't have fans. And my fans, you are so special. You're my family outside my family. You take care of me. I see sometimes comments and people are saying so many positive things. It helps me, honestly. You help me in ways I cannot describe. You give me the ginger. Let me put it that way, the ginger and the swagger to keep going on. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Well, I hope you had a wonderful time hanging out with myself and the talented Bimbo Akintola. But it's time for me to say goodbye to you all. But before I do that, I have to give you all our social media handles. If you want to keep up with us on our social media platform, of course you have to check us out on our website, which is www.tribes.tv. Check us out on Twitter and on Instagram. Our handles are the same, just at Tribes TV. And check us out or subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just search for us at Tribes TV on YouTube to get all the shows that you have missed. It's time for me to say goodbye to you guys and have a wonderful time. My name is Asari Duke. Keep watching Tribe TV.